Welcome back to Tortoise Ridge. We finally made it, guys. We're finally here. We are so happy to be here. So, as you can see, this is our land, and I'll invite you to come on over and head on for an adventure. Okay, here we are. So, our beautiful beast went and took us here. So, because these roads are so rough, the only way you're getting in here is with four-wheel drive. I'll show you our little home away from home. We went and bought an inflatable tent, and we wanted to see what it looked like, check it out, see what all the fuss is about. So come on in and have a look around. We have our bed right here, and it has windows, and we have our Mr. Buddy when it gets cold out at night. So we don't have too much going on. It's really small, but it's nice and cozy. Yes, so this bed is the queen size, and we had that in our yurt, and it fit really good. And when we put it in here, we were like, oops, so we're gonna have to go with the twin size for in here. So if you're looking at getting this size inflatable, I would really go with the twin size instead of the queen size, unless you don't need to use that much space. So let me zip this back up because we got bugs. We got a lot of bugs. Okay, over here is our kitchen area, and our little shade sail we got going on. We only had enough room for little 5-foot poles, but we made it work. So poor Tom, since he's tall, he keeps hitting his head. So I'll show you our little kitchen area. In here we have our Tundra Pro Camp Chef, and that thing, oh my god, it's got a self-igniter. And this is our grill. Got a nice little, the box comes off instead of leaning back. When we had the one that leaned back, the wind that blows around here, it took it off, and oh my gosh, smashed it up. And we have our coffee grinder, coffee beans, and over here we have our refrigerator, which is powered by our Blue Eddy. It's an AC 180, and we have 400 watts of solar. And this bad boy, if we have any of our tools that we need to charge up, it'll charge the tools up, keep this running, keep our phones going, anything we need. And then we have our little trash can right here, and here's our lovely little washing station. And what we have here is we always label everything: camp kitchen, camp gear. We have our little seating area right here, and in the summer when it gets really hot, we have a misting fan that blows nice cool air on us. So, and then over here we have our nighttime area with our fire pit, and because it's so hot and dry, we can't really do fires, so this is the only way that we can do a fire out here. And we're charging up our bug zapper because at night the mosquitoes get really bad. Over there is our poop station, and then I'll show you onto our seating area that we're getting ready to build. And all this stuff that doesn't have sagebrush in it, all that sagebrush that you see over in the back, we cut all that down. We got another pile that we cut over there. But this over here is our pathway that we started making, and we're going to name it the Pathway to Nowhere, because it looks like it just doesn't go anywhere, but it will have a destination. So come on and follow me. It's kind of tore up right now, and we're going to get all of this raveled, and it'll look really nice after we're done. Out here we have a lot of lava rock, as you can tell. So this area, Crater Lake, when it had blown, spew all this lava rock, volcanic rock, all out in this area. and that's why you have it. And there's some areas out here that we have to dig a well in order to get any water, but some people are lucky enough to tap into the lava tubes that have the water from Crater Lake. And when you tap into that, there's no way to shut the water off because of the pressure. So you have gallons and gallons of water that you got it. And that's what we're hoping to be able to tap into. You know, some people can do it, some people can't. I don't know if we're gonna get that lucky, but guess we'll find out, huh? So over here, this is going to be, right in this area is going to be our seating area, and we're going to have a shade sail and everything. We did want to put our home out here, but because of all the lava rock, and there's just a slab of nothing but the basalt rock, and you can't break into it and we need 2 feet of cement footers down and below, and there's no way we'd get that. So then over here in this area, you see all don't mind the mess, we've been working out here, but over in this area I'm going to have my she shed, and I'm going to build her right over here, and that's going to be my area to go and do my little artsy fartsy stuff and whatnot. And then but one of the reasons why we did get this place is because of this beautiful view. Right now, what you're looking at, all that water, we had major rain and snow and runoff, and that's the result. So this summer, I'll show you again what it looks like. And but out there is Sprague River, and the cows, we got cows out there, and they wake us up in the morning, and they're trying to find higher ground. So there's all that land pasture. The poor cows, their poor little food is flooded. But yeah, we found this place. The way we found it is we went to Crater Lake one day, and we did a hip camp, and the lady had beautiful land out here. I mean, this land out here is just absolutely beautiful. So we stumbled upon this place, and I told Tom, I go, we absolutely have to have this place. We really I gotta live here. And that's you know why. I mean, you just can't get beauty like that. Okay, so all those hills you see out there, that's our national forest. I'm pretty sure it's the Fremont National Forest, but we have national forest all over here. There are so many opportunities to go hiking, biking, kayaking, fishing, hunting. You got it all. And speaking of hunting, we ended up having some elk go through our campsite, and we had wild coyotes go through. They got really close to our tent, our tent last night, and Tom heard it, and I was so tired. He goes, "Did you hear the coyotes?" And I was like, "What coyotes?" And he was like, "You didn't hear that?" And I'm like, "No, I was out. I was so tired." And but yeah, we had coyotes, we have elk, we have some cougar that live out that way. There's a den of cougar, and we have, in the summertime, we'll have a family of cranes. They'll come up and perch over in this area. But yeah, so later on tonight we'll go and show you what it looks like at night when we have our little campfire, how cozy it is, and maybe we'll do a sunset tour if the sun cooperates. So we will catch you in a minute.
Okay.
Hello. So tonight it's too windy for us to go and do the fire pit, so no fire pit for tonight. So we're just packing everything up, and we're just gonna chill out for the rest of the night. And we got most of camps, put away, and this is what we do before we get ready to leave, and it just makes it easier because we usually get up at 0:30. But until we come out here next time, we will see you again later.
Hi, it's Tom. Hey, just to let you know a little bit about this place. You see the mountains off in the background there? That's where the Sprague River comes in from. That's the source. Now, as you pan across, you can see our view of the Sprague River in the valley down below, which is all cattle ranch, and it's that way. It'll never be anything different. like Deanna had said, last night we had some elk and coyotes come through our campground. Anyways, up here we have antelope, the prawn longs, and we have, like she mentioned, a cougar nest, that's, or den, whatever you want to call it. That's down off that way. Right over in there, there's a coyote den. We do have a lot of wildlife around here. And even down in the Sprague River, we'll have pelicans. And we got the cranes. I'm not sure what kind of cranes they were. They told me a while ago. I just can't remember. But yeah, this is what we do. This is going to be our retirement place. We'll live up here for the rest of our lives. Until then, our next time we come down or we do a nice cooking job, we're going to come and visit with you. So, good night, and please subscribe and like.
Yes, like, share, subscribe, and show all the.
Oh yes, do all of it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.